Hello, welcome to my channel. My name's Amanda and I love crafting, shopping, decor and makeovers. Thanks for tuning in. Just wanted to start with a clip of this cheeky little fella that popped in for a bath. Just took the solar pump out and then I was going to clean the stones, and while I was in the house I saw him, so I filmed him through the window. Although to be fair, they do actually land in there when the solar fountain's on as well, so it's proving to be quite popular with all the wildlife. I'm continuing my summer decorating series this week with a little look at what I've done in the dining room. So I've cleaned the table and dusted around everywhere. So I have my blank canvas ready to go. And I have picked up these really super cute placemats. They were £1 for a pack of 4. They're wipe clean, which is great, and I absolutely love the pattern on. You could use them outside or inside, but I thought I'd put them on the table as placemats just to bring that sort of outside in. But I could just use them on their own, but I think I am going to put my other placemats on top of them, so they're almost like because they are quite large as well, so I thought they'll make a nice base, make the table look summery. And then I have these double-sided placemats, and I usually use them on this grey side, but I'm going to use them on this lighter grey side. I think that for a change, and I think the colour goes quite nice. So yes, I'm just going to put those placemats out and the coasters, and then that will be the table, and we'll leave that like that all the time. And then obviously when we're having our dinner, we bring our plates and cutlery and everything, but I'm not going to dress the table with plates. If you've watched my videos before, you know I've got some really lovely Port Merion plates that have got all sorts of florals on, and I do tend to use them for the spring and summer decor. But I'm just going to leave the table nice and simple like that. And then obviously I need a nice centerpiece to put in the middle of the table. So I've got my trusty dough bowl, and then I've put in some eucalyptus and some hyacinth faux florals. Obviously a couple of lemons, because you need your lemons for the summer. These are lovely little faux florals here. And of course the little lemon, and then I've put a couple of candles in. Those are the battery powered ones that are remote, so you can just switch them on and off when you want a nice bit of gentle light ambience when you are having your summer dinner. So over on the sideboard, I've again dusted and cleaned. I've got my wax melt burner there ready for some lovely scents to go in it. And then I've got my 2 lamps on either side. So they're there. And then, as always, must bring in some florals. So I've got a lovely vase. I don't know whether it was up from Primark with some olives on. And then I've got some one of my magnolia stems and some other lovely summery type stems there. And then I thought I'd pop a couple of candles, going for the gold look. And I've got 2 different size candles to make the candles look different sizes, because that always looks nicer rather than having them exactly the same size when you stand them next to each other. So I think I'm keeping it fairly simple and streamlined, because you don't want to be too busy for the summer. There's plenty of time for that when the autumn comes. Over here I have my lovely olive tree, and I bought this container originally for my bird bath solar fountain, but I have rehoused my olive tree in it with some faux moss on top, and I'm really happy with how that looks. And I have my little light up spotlight in there as well that changes colour and gives a bit of a feature to that plant. So there we have it. The sideboard is looking very nice and tidy. Now, I don't know whether you've noticed, but I've actually painted the walls grey. It is very subtle though. It's called Grey Whisper, and you can see here that I have actually taken the light shade off. I'm going to get some new wall lights, so that's when I find them I shall take that out and put the new ones in. It is very subtle, the Grey Whisper, but this is what the living room looked like last year or the year before, I think it was. And you can see the wall light that was there, and that it was white. But as I say, it's different times of the day it does look darker. depending on what light's in there. But it is fresh, it's clean. I think whenever you paint a room, it always feels new and exciting again. So I'm very happy with my grey. You can see the grey on the wall perhaps standing out a little bit more there, but I'm very happy with it, and I think it's ready for the summer. It's very, as I say, very simple. Just the little touches, bits of florals, lemons. Just keeping it nice. Nice and clean and tidy for the summer. You don't want to get too hot and bothered. Try and keep it nice and cool. So that's the look that I've gone for. So over on my chest of drawers, I've got a little 2-tiered tray with some faux greenery on, and I'm just putting a couple of my trusty houses. They just work all year round, really. And then a little bird in that lovely colour for summer, and of course a couple of lemons. They're so handy. I picked those up from Amazon, and they're really realistic looking. I think they're great. And then, of course, a beautiful vase, I think was from the range. And then I've just got a selection of florals there, some that I've bought from Amazon and some olive branches I got from Primark. And then I did pop this little summer picture in. It's a lovely printable that I've printed and popped on there. Also, your obligatory candle, although that one is a remote control one. Those are super handy. And again, just to have a nice little touch of mood lighting. And then a nice cute little picture, another little printable, and just put it in a little frame. I think I got from Poundland. And I think that just sets off the side very nicely. So I'm keeping it subtle, not going over the top like I do for autumn and Christmas. I'll save that for my pumpkins. And then here on the wall, I have a lovely big mirror. Really chunky candlesticks there that I've had for years, and have painted them all sorts of different colours. They're white at the moment. I'm a Fortnum & Mason basket. Let's dress the bookcase. I've got those little lights on the top, so that makes a nice little feature there. And I've got this lantern that I got at IKEA. It's got lovely little flowers etched into it, so that's great for spring and summer. And then I've got these little topiary balls. If you've been following me, you'll see that they did start out life as a heart and a bird, and I bought some polystyrene baubles and turned them into a pair, so that goes nicely either side. And then I've got my little flower mister there as well. So that's a little summer collection of things for the top shelf. On the second shelf, I'm going with my apple and pear, bit of Cockney rhyming slang there for you. And then these lovely houses. What I like about these is that they're colourful, because a lot of the houses I have are white. So I love the fact that these are yellow and green, and I think they look really nice and summery. And then on the next shelf, I just have a collection of my birds and my new tray. Obviously a bowl of lemons and a beautiful yellow plate to add that pop of yellow, and then just some bits and pieces and books and things just to finish off the bottom. And then I've got this great textured container there, and I've just put my little rubber pot plant in there just to kind of dress next to the bookcase. So I'm pretty happy with that. Nice and simple for the summer season. So I just switched up the picture that I put on the wall earlier for this one. This is a paint by numbers picture that I did a couple of years ago, and I have had it in the bathroom, but I actually think it looks quite nice there. Let me know which one you prefer. So as always, thank you very much for watching. If you have subscribed, thank you very much. If you haven't, please consider doing so. Give me a like, drop me a comment, because I do love to hear from you. So until next week, take care. Bye-bye.